Hello, today is Sunday, September 5th, 2021, and today I'm going to be discussing a topic which is very near and dear to my heart, orphaned children from COVID. A recent article in a very prestigious, peer-reviewed medical journal from Britain provided estimates of the number of children who have lost parents and primary caregivers to COVID. The researchers use very sophisticated data modeling, which I can't speak to because data modeling is well out of the area of my expertise. But I'm sharing this report because I think it's important and relevant. So the researchers estimate, folks, that between March 1st, 2020 and April 30th, 2021, globally, that 1,134,000 children have experienced the death of a primary caregiver, including at least one parent or custodial grandparent from COVID. Now, the authors state that orphanhood, that's defined by UNICEF as the loss of one or both parents, and children under 18 are a hidden pandemic that has resulted from COVID. And between 2 to 5 times more children had deceased fathers than deceased mothers, which we know correlates with the data worldwide that COVID affects men more than women, and men are at an increased risk to die from COVID compared to women. Now, in this study, countries with the highest number of orphaned children include Peru, South Africa, Mexico, Brazil, Iran, Russia, Argentina, Colombia, and the United States of America. Why should we care about children losing their parents? Well, we know one thing is as this pandemic progresses, more and more children are likely to lose their parents as this pandemic rages on. Now, parent or caregiver deaths cause many unwanted consequences for children and families. It increases the risk of mental health problems, physical, emotional, and sexual violence to orphan children, and family economic hardship, particularly when the father dies, if he's the primary income for the family. These adverse experiences lead to childhood trauma. And we know that childhood trauma can increase the risk of teen pregnancy, teen suicide, and sexually transmitted infections because some children are forced into working in the sex trades. Now, many families in the United States and throughout the world live in multi-generational households. And extended family members, especially grandparents, have a major role in caregiving for children. Grandparents and aunts or uncles who live in the home often provide emotional support, extra hands, and often financial support for the children in the homes that they reside in. So I want to emphasize again to men, your families need you. Men are much less likely to be vaccinated for COVID than women, and they're more likely to die from COVID. And men have been hit hard by this pandemic just because they're male is a risk factor. But there's a weapon that can help you. It can protect you. It's called the COVID vaccine. It's highly effective at preventing death from this virus. No, it won't stop you from getting infected, and it may not stop you from transmitting the infection to other people, but it's highly effective at stopping you from dying. And parents, if you're not dead, your children won't be orphans. It's a very simple concept. COVID is here to stay for a while, and it's going to keep causing deaths of parents and grandparents and caregivers until we reach what's called herd immunity, meaning there's no one left for the virus to infect because everyone is immune to it. Our children have experienced so much loss this past year. They've been isolated from their schools. They've been in at home learning. Many children are suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, and suicide attempts. So, in summary, my message today was about orphaned children. Here in the United States, of that 1.34 million, roughly 150,000 are newly orphaned children from COVID here in the United States. My appeal, again, get vaccinated if you are eligible. Protect your family. Protect your parents. Protect your grandparents. Protect yourself. Protect your children. The COVID vaccines are free. You have a choice of 3 vaccines here in the United States. Not sure where to get vaccinated? Text your zip code to 438829 and you will get at least 2 locations. Folks, the Delta variant is highly contagious and it's just waiting for us. Let's not make it so easy. Give your body a little bit of extra protection. The vaccines are safe, they're effective, and far more people have died from COVID than have experienced serious side effects from the vaccines. Sometimes we just have to do things as parents, even if we're not sure, even if we have our doubts. We just have to do things that will protect our children. I say this is like putting in a smoke detector in your home, or wearing a seatbelt, or putting the kids in car seats, or putting a bicycle helmet on, or taking them to the doctor or dentist to make sure they're healthy. You know, parents mean a lot to children, and they mean a lot to other members of their family. I say give your children the best possible chance to have their parents survive this pandemic and to make sure that you can contribute to their future. If you have additional concerns, talk to your doctor or to another healthcare provider, or go to websites like the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and get more information. As always, folks, my views are my own. My only intention is to help save lives. Have a blessed day.